What's going on, guys? Raven 20 Bravo back here at you. And what you're looking at is my layout for a 12 to 48 sustainment kit. This is, I'm not planning on being there that long, but if something of the sort as civil unrest comes about, I can last 12 to 48 hours. 48 hours probably about the max on this, because at that point, I feel like we would have to figure out something, if not sooner, to get ourselves out of the situation. Um, if we had to put ourselves in a abandoned building or a parking garage stairwell, um, something of the sorts like that, until all the violence and stuff were to stop. And I've watched several videos on um, this in the past when they were having the riots in the big cities and stuff like that. They got to have time to, I guess, rest unless they're jacked up on something, but not everybody is. So if we see a decrease in the volume of people, then we will try to make our exfil then. This is my take on it, and I'm not saying this is the right way. I'm not saying this is the wrong way. I'm not saying you even need one of these bags. But when we go out, we plan on going out for a day, and we're out there from anywhere from 8 to 12 hours, and I will never touch anything in this bag, more than likely, unless the situation arose. You'll see on the right hand side, that is my everyday carry. That is, I don't carry an everyday carry bag anymore, except for to work, and that is just for simple uh, stuff to get me through my shift. So, um, on the right hand side, you will see my Taurus G3C in the inside the waistband holster, and my knife and my wallet, and my flashlight at the top. I put the flashlight back inside because if I were to be in a situation where I needed it quickly, I don't want to be digging in my pockets. I can just reach my belt, flip the Velcro strap, have it in my hand and accessible. The plastic holster at the top is one I found off Amazon. I think it's a bulldog, what they call a bulldog holster. If the situation were to arise, the bulldog holster will come out of the bag. My weapon will go inside that bulldog holster and be at the ready on my right hand side. That is only if I absolutely need it. When I go downtown, it is a very liberal city. I don't want people to feel alarmed or threatened by me. So I generally try to keep everybody at bay the best I can with my actions and my appearance. And that is also the reason why I chose this bag. It is not tactical. It is not stand out. It is looks just like I'm a dad of two children with things inside to console and clean and keep my children safe. And it's very incognito. And worst case scenario, I could also take the bag here and carry it around this way. It looks just like a normal black bag. It doesn't stand out. It doesn't make the appearance of, ooh, this guy may be some crazy man with a whatever inside, right? We'll start on the right with my water bottle. Generally, when I know I'm going out and I know I'm gonna be out for a while, I try to carry an Nalgene, but my stupid self left it at work yesterday. So this is just a representation. This is the water bottle that goes inside the bag. This bag has minimal stuff in it, but I feel like it's sustainable for the time period being. And if this bag were to be cracked open for any reason, this stuff can also be tiered into my assault pack, which I do keep inside the car because it is small and it allows me to not have to carry a chest rig, but also carry 6 rifle mags, um, and some more sustainment items that will integrate into this as well, which will be on my next video. At the top in the Ziploc bag here, that will be my current minimalist IFAK. I did not want to put it into one of these bags because with the bulkier items, it does expand a bit, and I don't want this to be a target for anybody with the wrong intentions. Down here in the Next Ziploc bag with the Jif peanut butter, I have 3 to-go peanut butter packets to eat while I'm obviously observing from afar to make sure that of the situation that's going on at hand, make sure they're not coming close to me, make sure we don't need to hunker in somewhere. And it's got a pack of sugared or candied walnuts, and on the back side here, it also has a pasta and beans with tuna, zesty lemon flavored. Uh, and that's if I'm in that situation for a while. I'm starting to feel run down because I haven't eaten anything in a while. My energy is depleting. I can refuel myself to make it to my salt bag. Underneath this Ziploc bag here, I have a master lock. It's a gun lock for your firearms. I don't intend on using that in this bag for that purpose. It is for if I find a unlocked fence anywhere, I can grab this and fashion the fence together to where it doesn't look obvious that somebody just hung that on there. It'll just look like a normal locked gate, and hopefully to deter people from coming to our location if that's where we are at that time. I will be the only one with this key, me and my wife. We were the only people in the group if we're together with other families. And this key will be locked inside that bag on a S-Beaner by Night Eyes. I thought that was a pretty cool idea. I found it off of one of the escape and evade videos I watched. And I found one that I had put back, and I threw it in the bag because it's got potential use. Inside this bag here, me and my son have horrible eczema. That is our eczema cream, and it's getting into the colder months. So I also threw a thing of chapstick in because, as everybody knows, with a stuffed nose, you breathe through your mouth and your lips get dried out and it becomes miserable. Small things like that we don't really pay attention to every day because we are in a controlled environment. If we're not, and you're out there for an extended period of time, your lips get chapped, it becomes miserable to open your mouth to even drink water. So I threw a tube of that in there. At the top there, that's going to be a rain poncho. Um, also I'm not intending on using that for its intended purposes. I would like to see that used as if I were happen to be inside of an abandoned building and smoke from another building started creeping across and through a doorway, I could take this and cut it if I had to and cram it underneath the door jamb and around the door to keep from as much smoke coming in. So if it is coming in, I could possibly slow it down enough to where we could evacuate and get to another safe facility. And in the worst case scenario, this bottle and my Nalgene run out, I have 2 packs here of emergency drinking water, and that is for 4 people. That is to get our lips wet enough till we can find some water. Obviously, that's not going to sustain us for a long period of time, but it'll get us through, and that is where we get to the point where, okay, we got to do something about this, and last ditch effort and haul tail. Down in this bag here, I swear I keep my 2 extra mags for my firearm, my concealed carry. I keep them in that because even at nighttime, if it's low light and I don't want to turn on a light to show everybody my location, I can feel that. Or let's say I'm on the run and I finally find a corner to hunker down into where I can actually change my mag. I can reach inside the bag, grab that pack, pull the extra mags out, put one in my pocket, one in the gun, and we're good to go. To the left of it will be a chem light. If I'm somewhere where I feel secure enough to crack an 8 to 12 hour chem light and let us have light so my children don't freak out because of the dark, I have the option. Above it, there's the orange pack. The orange pack is going to be my first aid, and that's going to have a lot of like bandages, gauze, bleed stop, because my wife is on blood thinners. I have a pack of bleed stop in there in case she were to nick herself. when we generally cut ourselves and we get a drop of blood, she leaks a lot. So that's there for that. And in this one, there are meds. It's more on the medication side, such as Advil, Aleve, Motrin, Midol, stuff like that for to keep us comfortable, and a lot of stomach medication for if for some reason one of us isn't feeling well, we have the access to keep us comfortable more than what we would without it. So this is be more my medication side, and also you can see in this pack here. In that pack, I have Advil and stuff on top of it, and that's because I wanted to have worst case scenario, I lose this pack, I'll have pain medicine stuff here. To the far left, that is going to be a Civivi that I picked up off of a buddy of mine for a knife trade. I had no use for this knife anywhere else, and I figured with it being a full tang blade, I could slip it down inside of here. And as you can tell, the handle is like this micarta scale filling. I put tape on it to keep it from being so flashy while it's being carried in the sheath. And to the far left is going to be my headlamp. It has 5 modes. It's just some off-brand rechargeable headlamp that I picked up from, I think, a gift shop or something of the sort like that. It's got 5 modes. It's got high, medium, low, always red, and SOS red. And it's one of those things where you have to cycle through all the modes to get to where you want to go or to turn it off. I don't like that, but it's what I have at the time to put in this pack. So at this time, this is what I feel will sustain me. If you guys have any comments or questions, let me know, because you'll see in the next video that a lot of this will go into my Saga salt pack, and if I end up depleting it, it's stuff that I don't necessarily need, except for like the major stuff, the IFAC water bottle, and that's pretty much it. And maybe my knife, but that'll end up going on the sling anyways. But yeah, just let me know in your comments. And the total weight of this, I think, was 3.8 pounds. It's not very heavy at all. The heaviest thing in this, obviously, will be this container here with water. And when I have my Nalgene, I don't put water in that particular bottle because it's strictly for if I happen to evade from the city into a wooded area, I can boil water. That's the only purpose of that water bottle. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry it took me so long to get this one out. I'm having a lot of technical difficulties with editing. So I have filmed this twice already, and I could not edit either one. I had it to where you could see what was inside the pack and which bag, or in which pocket of the bag. And I had a video of me with it on, but hopefully I can get those straightened out. And if not, maybe I can go back to my buddy's studio and he can start shooting my videos for me again. Thanks, guys. Stay safe and be hanging around for that next video. It should be coming out soon. Thanks, guys.